Fire Talk.
We're your hosts,
Abigail Ferguson
and Brianna Henson.
And we might be all happy and jolly and upbeat, but
this is a very serious matter.
Very serious topic today. And
very vital that we need to discuss.
Right. And what are we talking about? We're talking about school safety. So first, going up on school safety, you know, there's many drills, lockdowns, but we're first going to focus on the most common ones, fire drills. So first, in the event there is a fire on the school campus, you are either to pull the closest fire alarm or see a staff member and tell them the location of the fire. With doing these two things, you ensure that you're safe and the people around you are safe, because that's very detrimental to the school too. Like, it's your school in a way, and you know, you come here to learn. So if you really don't say anything or don't act fast or do what you need to do when you could do something, you could just be messing up everything.
Also, in the event of a fire, make sure you guys are far away from the campus or far away from the location that the fire occurred.
Right, with your teachers.
Right.
The school staff members are here to ensure that we all are safe, you know? So you got to make sure that you're being attentive, listening. A lot of people don't like to listen.
Yeah. Anyways, so let's get on to the most important drill of them all, lockdown. Now, lockdowns can be very fun, but when put in the actual situation, it's not very funny. For instance, I remember back in 2020, at first I feel like it was a real lockdown, and at first we didn't really know. So like, you know, everybody was laughing, everybody was goofing
not even laughing, but like just not being so uptight, because we're like, oh,
it's right. We thought it was a drill, but then as time went on, we realized like, is something happening? And then we started to like, I guess be more uptight or feel tense, be more attentive about it. Yeah. And so then, you know, we found out that it was actually it wasn't something on campus, but it was something around us. So not all lockdowns could be, there's like a shooter on campus. It could be like something around in your area, which was what happened to us back in our area, which happened to us back in 2020. And we're gonna tell you what to do in the event of a lockdown.
All the details that go into a lockdown and how for it to run smoothly, effectively, and of course safely.
Okay, so when in a lockdown, make sure that you first turn off the lights and head to a corner in the room where you are far away from doors and windows. And I would say to be like what's that?
I said
compact or like, what's that word?
Together. Don't have everybody spaced out. Of course, teachers know this, but don't have everybody spaced out and just living life, because right now it's time to be serious. And teachers, they know this, but we can also say this: your teachers know, they will stay by you. Don't think that your teachers will go out and leave you. No, you guys all go away from doors and windows, and your teacher will be there to help you.
And if teachers to ensure their safety too, they can also hide underneath their own desk or hide as well, like what Abigail said, with the students and whatever. And also make sure that like you have like a covering on your door, whether it be any kind of folder or whatever. And then what else is there? Make sure the most important part of a fire drill, lockdown is to be quiet. And I would also, what would I say? Also suggest that if you are roaming around in the event of a lockdown, to go to your nearest class.
They're gonna let you in. Just say your name, who you are, and if you have ID on you, which you should have your ID on you. This is we talked about that. The IDs ensure that, you know, because it could be anybody. I could come up to the door and say, oh, I belong in this class, I belong in this school.
But what proof do I have to show that I'm actually a student here on this campus? This is why we
enforce, stress the importance of ID. Your ID, even if it's not around your neck, in your pocket, somewhere reachable at any time without your book bag or whatever. You need it on you so you can show them that you're supposed to be here. And about roaming around the school, of course, you know, schools are very big. Our school is a good size, and it can be hard to know where you're going at, where it is. So you should all know that every classroom has a little map that is laminated on the wall that shows you everywhere that you're supposed to be. And it also has a red folder. What's in that red folder? Let's talk about that. What's in the red folder?
Okay. Well,
what is the red folder for?
I think the red folder, isn't it like about the students' first names of everybody in the classroom or something like that.
It has the first and last names of everybody in the classroom to ensure that if anybody is roaming off, hoping that they're safe, or would they have to say, the teacher have to be like, you know, I don't have this student. Make sure you guys have that student. Teachers.
We cannot stress how important it is to keep your red folder updated with all the students in your class.
Right, because you don't know who is here and who is not here. And in the time that things may happen, we need to know. So yeah, just a little PSA.
One slight change can save a student's life. And also we would like to say, please do not panic in a lockdown because, and also do not call 911. If call the make your teacher call 911
if possible, if needed to. Because there's always going to be, administration is, of course, always on top of it. So they will have to do that. Or we have a Officer Montgomery on our campus. Right. So if anything, she would know first. So yeah, don't try to go over the situation. Just ride on the situation and go with the flow and go with what you're supposed to do.
As you guys know, there are furthermore drills, but these are the main drills that like we go through.
More occur.
Like we go through like mostly, not every day, but like every once in a while in Somerset, just to make sure like everybody knows what they're supposed to do.
What you're supposed to do.
And yeah.
That's really all for the video. I know our videos are always very, enlightening and happy and fun, but sometimes we have to talk about the serious thing because they are serious.
Even though you guys might find it boring, maybe you might find it useful in the future.
Right. Well, what if you never knew this, or I need to remember that, because I know again stuff happens.
Especially if you're new here or if you're like a transfer student.
Right. So this is our policies and this is what we do and what administration has put in place to ensure that we all stay safe. So that's all for the video. Bye.
Warriors.